consistent rebellion, the deliberate rebellion that they have. It starts at a young age, you know. I was just had a thought. I'm taking some trash to waste management, and I'm thinking there's an elderly man crossing the street, and I see this a lot, so I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to talk about it in really a no judgment way, because I want you to specifically see how this plays out with a narcissist and their rebellion. Now, this is an older guy. He could be a narcissist because you understand they don't like rules. They'll wait till the light turns green and then try to cross on the pedestrian path. And New York state law, I found out that even when a light is green and a pedestrian is crossing, it is your duty to give that pedestrian the right of way. Now, this happens a lot in every city, probably all throughout the world. I told you before, a lot of cultures are taking an Americanized approach to life and a mindset. And I'm going to say it specifically, they're taking all things bad from American culture. When you talk about rebellion, there are some beautiful things in our in the United States culture. They becoming fewer and fewer, though. I can say that. I stand on it. I see this, and this is a fact. I also see some of the beautiful things that being an American citizen provides for us, which is opportunity. We have a lot of riches. We have a lot of resources to draw from when it comes to getting help financially, housing, whatnot. But even those things have a price tag attached to them. But back to point. This starts at a young age with a narcissist. They are rebellious from the very moment that they are conceived into this world, such as every human being. The Bible says Israel is a rebellious nation. It says, train a child in the way they will go, and they will not depart from it. So if it's telling us to train a child in the way they should go, and it's telling us how we should honor and obey our mother and father, we will have a long life. These are principles that begin when you're very small. Now, what happens is either that parent, most often that parent, does not hold the course. They do not continually, consistently provide for this child an atmosphere or a dynamic of rules. They don't set priorities. And nobody likes the words rules. And I'm going to tell you, we should start setting rules for ourselves before someone else has to set them for us. This way it becomes comfortable to do this thing. I hope you guys can hear me well. I'm not using the mic. I'm just using my phone. So anyway, this starts at a young age with a rebellious child who becomes an adult. Now, you'll see in our society now the children, as I just pointed out about this elderly man, crossing the street in groups, in big clusters. They're crossing the street, they're grinning, they're smiling, they're clowning. They're not even paying attention to the traffic that's coming, and thereby posing a threat and a danger to themselves and other people. Because a lot of times a person, in trying to avoid them, may run into a retaining wall. The children don't have any regard to rules and regulations and just order. And this is a rebellion that is started with a narcissist. So when you see these kids doing this, all of them are not narcissists. They are narcissists. Some of them are narcissists. Some are codependents. Some are followers. But all in all, it's a whole cluster of toxicity. When I was a child, I ran with some of these toxic individuals. I was not raised that way. I didn't really believe in doing some of the things that I partook in, but I did them. So what am I saying in this video? I'm just saying beware of the rebellious child, because that is often a child being trained in the ways of a narcissist. And don't let this kind of stuff overly upset you. Don't let it overly get in your skin and start your whole day in a bad way. Start ruining your day, because these kind of things matter to empaths and chosen ones. We absorb a lot of things in society in the course of a day, which is why a lot of times I take so much time to myself in many ways, just to regroup, recharge, and introspect on my life, because becoming so critical of the things that we see, because that's just innate to who we are. We are critical thinkers, we are problem solvers, we look for solutions. But amongst all this chaos in the world, if you're absorbing all this stuff, it can be overwhelming. So I want you guys to know, when you're on your way to work, when you're on your way to an appointment to the doctor, and you have these situations where these rebellious children and adults are crossing the street, doing all this knucklehead stuff, don't let it get under your skin, because understand what it could possibly be. And this is just what it is. We're gonna have to cohabitate with all types of entities throughout our lifetime. So keep that in mind, guys. That being said, bless.